Welcome to Board Game Archaeologists, where we play time-worn games from the past. I'm Hunter,
I'm Rob.
and today we're looking at the Bionic Woman.
The Bionic Woman was made in 1976. The TV show itself was made in 1976 to 1978 and is a sequel to the $6 Million Man Show, which I really loved. The game was made from Parker Brothers, ages 7 to 12, and is good for 2 to 4 players.
The objective of the game is that you're helping Jamie Sommers, the Bionic Woman, accomplish a multitude of different adventures across the board, including 5 special assignments, in which, after the 5th one, the game is over.
You start by getting all your pieces. You have your game board, 4 player pieces, a pair of dice, 36 adventures, and 4 special cards. Also, including these white chips that will add value to your cards in the future. Your adventure cards range from 10 points to 30 points, dealing with shark attacks, avalanches, a possible Bigfoot sighting, and then your special cards basically is a go to HQ, go to the airport, or your Steve Austin assist, which is a double throw of the dice.
To start out, each player gets a starting icon and then gets an initial adventure card by shuffling the 36 adventure cards and giving them to each player. Then you'll combine that with the 4 special cards and shuffle it again. From there, each player will roll the dice. Highest roller goes first, and it goes clockwise from there.
There's 3 different ways of travel. There's automobile, and those are the white dots, and they just go with your dice roll. So if I roll a 10, I can go 10 forward. I can go 10 any way I want, but you can't go back and forth. But you can go back and forth by using your dice like that. So I rolled a 5 and a 5, which means I could move 5 forward and 5 back. But if I were to roll not a double, a 4 and a 2, I could go 4 forward, 2 back, or 2 forward, 4 back.
And then, with the helicopter, what you want to do is you want to announce that you're going by helicopter by being on any space that's connected by the pink arrows. You'll then roll and try and get at least 1 even number. That's all you need to move 1 helicopter space. However, getting 2 evens doesn't mean you get to move twice. With the airport, you have to land exactly on it, whether it's exactly from the helicopter or from the automobile, and then you'll jump to whichever other airport you wanted to go, and your next round, you'd start there.
One thing we didn't really bring up, Hunter did a little bit, but you have to call what mode of transportation you're going to go before you roll your dice. And that was trouble when we played. We'd always roll and say, ooh, I'm going by car. But you're supposed to announce it before you do anything. So as you go, and you don't have to have the exact count. Say I have the adventure for 21 here, and I rolled enough to get there and passed. I can stop at that one. I don't need to get an exact count to win my first adventure or any of the adventures that aren't special. But you'll stop there and say that I picked up this card and it's worth 30 points. So, do I want to double it? If I want to double it, all I have to do is call that I'm going to double it, and then you have to roll a 7 or higher. So if I roll a 6, that means I lose everything. The card goes back under the deck for the next player to pick it up. When that happens, if I get it, I get to double my points, and I would set that off to the side in a double pile for when it's point counting time.
And at any point during the game, if a player rolls a double 1 or a double 6, one of the special assignments will pop up. You do that by taking the first assignment that you can off the top of the deck, and then applying one of these white chips to it, which adds 50 points. This will go for the first 4 times that someone rolls doubles, and any player can go after these adventures. On the 5th one, you'll have a second white piece on there, which means it's 100 plus whatever the card is. And after someone gets that, the game is over, and you have to add up all your points and see who won.
And the fun thing about the special things is you have to land directly on it. You can't overshoot it. You have to get that special number. And that's why that dice roll, being able to use the 2 dice to go back and forward, really helps you get to that point.
So what weren't you the biggest fan of?
I think the game board is a little busy. I don't mind that it's busy, but I don't feel like it's really the Bionic Woman. It says it really small down here, but you don't get this overall feeling that you're playing this cool Jamie Sommers Bionic Woman game. It really kind of intimidated me the first time I opened it up, and it was just all dots and stuff. But it's fine, but it's just not. It doesn't resonate Jamie Sommers to me. What didn't you like about it?
I wasn't a huge fan of how few special cards there were. There's only one go to HQ, there's only one go to airport out of the 40 cards, and there's only two Steve Austin assist cards, which makes him look pretty lazy.
And the funny thing about that is, who do you think Steve Austin is?
I instantly thought of Stone Cold.
And it's Lee Majors, the $6 Million Man, for people who didn't watch the $6 Million Man show before the Bionic Woman.
So, what did you like about it?
I really like the playability. I think it's super easy to learn and really get into. I really love the special cards when you're chasing each other down for those big points. It's a lot of fun, and you tend to get a lot of energy when everybody's going for a big point thing. I'm not a big fan of the double thing necessarily because I kept losing, but I would like the double things, and it would be a pro had I won more of the double things. I also am a huge fan of the Bionic Man and the Bionic Woman. I was 13, 14 when they came out, and just a huge fan. What did you like?
I was a really big fan of the adventure cards in particular, not just the graphics on them, which we try and figure out who makes the graphics and art for these things. But if anyone happens to know anything about who made them, let us know.
Yeah, I did talk to two comic professionals to find out if we could get some hints to it. And they had some ideas, but they weren't 100% sure. And we really want to credit the people who helped produce these great games.
And the context in the cards, I really appreciate. The fact that it doesn't just say, go to 13 and you get this many points. It's saying, go to 13. There's a sinking child in like a river or something.
Yeah, the Bigfoot one makes me happy every time.
Yeah, I was very happy to get the Bigfoot card right away. Another thing that I really liked was just like the variability in playthrough. Like, this is a game where I could see you playing it multiple times and it would kind of end up different each time. And especially considering how big the point bonus is for that last special assignment card, it's really a game that could go either way. Like, it's hard to know whether you're going to win or not until it's done.
And that's kind of one of the cons is if you roll your double ones and double sixes right away, like when we played, out of the first 5 rolls, we got double ones and double sixes. And I'm going, oh, this game's going to be over in like 2 minutes. But then those doubles went away and the game kicked on for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So the game could end instantly if people rolled right, or it could last a while.
But yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah, and if you want to check out more of us, you can check us out at toyarchaeology.com and look for our group on Facebook. It's really building fast, and we really thank you all for that.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.